Good evening, everyone. Thanks for clicking on to tonight's Weather Extra. We have a little bit of a wild ride coming up over the next 24 hours. A little bit of slippery travel is expected late tonight, mainly after midnight, and extending into tomorrow morning due to some freezing rain and freezing drizzle. After that, the concerns will shift towards more of a flooding concern with some heavy rainfall and some strong gusty winds. We're mainly looking at Maine and New Hampshire rivers for ice jams late tomorrow and into the day on Sunday. One step at a time, though. Satellite radar is showcasing any leftover snow from today moving out as expected. We got that quick dusting of snow from many communities. Notice there's another little batch of energy just to the south here. As this little disturbance rides north, I expect it to change to freezing rain and freezing drizzle here in northern New England. So again, slippery travel is expected late tonight and into tomorrow. The main event is this guy farther off to the west, right on the left-hand side of your screen right there. That's a strong front with some heavy downpours and some strong gusty winds ahead of it. A freezing rain advisory has been issued by the National Weather Service. This goes into effect at midnight tonight and extends until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. For most communities, this is away from the coastline. Now, the immediate coastline, we have the advisory that goes into effect at midnight and extends until 9 a.m. The reason for that, coastal areas will warm up first, so we'll see that transition to plain old rain a little bit sooner. In addition, we have this flood watch that goes into effect tomorrow afternoon and extends until Sunday evening. Now, the rain is going to come to an end very early Sunday morning, probably by daybreak, but the flooding concerns will continue throughout the day. Again, we're watching Maine and New Hampshire rivers for ice jams. It's that time of year. Anytime you get some heavy downpours, a lot of runoff, and some melt, ice jams are a real possibility. So how much rain are we talking about? This is run off of the RPM model. Most communities should pick up a solid 1 to 2 inches of rain. There could be some locally higher amounts. We'll continue to monitor that. Steve will be in with the latest tomorrow evening. A closer inspection, or I should say a wider inspection of tonight's satellite radar shows that little batch of energy I was just telling you about. See that right there? That will be over us around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's this guy first that comes and gets us. Notice there's a break in the action to the west, though. There should be a little break in our area, which is cloudy skies and on and off drizzle, probably midday or early afternoon tomorrow, before the main event arrives. This little guy is a cold front with some heavy downpours out ahead of it. That will be probably tomorrow evening. Between the hours of 5 p.m. and 10 p.m., we can expect our heaviest rains and our strong gusty winds. Winds could occasionally gust 30 to 40 miles per hour. So one step at a time, Storm Tracker, this is how it's all going to play out, starting off around 3 a.m. The reason I stop it here, we have some of that light precipitation moving in, and initially temperatures are cold enough. There's not going to be enough of a strong southerly wind until late in the day, or probably midday or afternoon tomorrow to see a real significant warm-up. So these temps will hold steady overnight in the upper 20s and lower 30s. I think the first half of the night we're in pretty good shape. So if you're traveling until probably about midnight, I think we're in good shape. 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when some of that freezing rain and freezing drizzle moves in. Now this is 7 a.m. tomorrow. Many communities are still looking at some freezing rain and freezing drizzle. Even in Portland we're around the freezing mark, but most towns inland are still in the 20s. Remember that freezing rain advisory extends until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, inland 9 o'clock a.m. at the coastline. There'll be that break, which is cloudy skies and plain old drizzle, and then the heavy rain arrives late in the day. Temps are going to surge into the 40s to near 50 degrees tomorrow night. This is 7 o'clock in the evening. And the reason for that, we're going to have a stiff southerly wind pickup, and it's not until that wind really starts to pick up during the afternoon that we really start to experience that warm-up. So we'll have our high temperatures tomorrow night, believe it or not, with many towns approaching 50 degrees. And this is probably where we're going to get our heaviest rainfall and our strongest winds. We'll have that south wind gusting at times, probably 30 to maybe as high as 40 miles per hour. Now, I feel confident in saying the rain will be coming to an end very early Sunday morning, and Sunday itself should be a better day. It's going to be a brighter day with some sunshine. The wind will shift over to the northwest, but it's going to stay brisk. That wind will gust still probably 20 to 30 miles per hour. At least air temperatures will be near 40 degrees. So no question about it, Sunday will be the best part of the weekend. Okay, freezing rain, the main concern late tonight through early tomorrow. Of course, we transition over to plain old rain with the heaviest rainfall reserved for Saturday night into very early Sunday morning. Late day high temperatures tomorrow will be in the 40s. Sunday's a better day. Monday looks okay. More rain is possible on Tuesday. And we could get into a period of light snow at some point, either late Wednesday or early Thursday morning. Either way, that does not appear to be a big storm system. It looks like our January thaw will be releasing its grip on us later next week with colder air starting to move in. So that's the way things look. Of course, I'll have another update coming up tonight on CBS 13 at 11, and Steve will have more updates throughout the weekend. Have a nice night and a great weekend.